Go!
Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Don't return from Abuja to Southeast if you don't rescue Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB warns Igbo elders. Don't return from Abuja to Southeast if you don't rescue Nnamdi Kanu. IPOB warns Igbo elders. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. After being rearrested in Kenya and transferred to Nigerian custody, Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been held by the Department of State Services, DSS, since June the 27th, 2021. The indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, issued a warning to elders and politicians from southeast Nigeria who are now residing in Abuja, the capital of Nigeria, telling them that they would never return to the area without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the IPOB. Where is Nnamdi Kanu? After being rearrested in Kenya and transferred to Nigerian custody, Kanu, the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has been held by the Department of State Services, DSS, since June the 27th, 2021. Why Kanu got arrested? Kanu has been put on trial for alleged treason and other offenses committed by the government. However, the United Nations Human Rights Council Working Group on Arbitrary Detention has recently indicted the government of Nigeria and Kenya for Kanu's arrest and extraordinary rendition, as well as for his torture and continued detention without due process. In the meantime, in light of the recent rise in the number of incidents of terrorist attacks within and around Abuja, the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has stepped up its demand of the release of Kanu, alleging that there is a conspiracy to assault and murder Kanu while he is in custody. IPOB's Media and Publicity Secretary, Ima Powerful, issued a statement in which the group made allegations that terrorists operating in Abuja and other northern states had plotted to march down to the southwest and southeast regions of the country to seize control. The statement said, as terrorists and insecurity are gradually but surely taking over the Nigerian seat of our power, Abuja, will the global movement and noble family of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, led by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wish to remind the so-called elders and politicians of Igbo extraction of Biafra in Abuja never to return home to Biafra land without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The statement was released by the indigenous people of Biafra. It is glaringly obvious that these militants and Islamists, after seizing control of the Zoo seat of power, would proceed to western and eastern Nigeria. The entirety of the south is no longer secure, and there is an immediate and pressing need for the entirety of the south to rethink their tactics and remove the terrorists who have already penetrated our land without further delay. As there is fire on the mountain and Abuja is being besieged by terrorists, we encouraged Biafra politicians who are now residing in Abuja to never even consider the possibility of returning to the southeast region without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Because Abuja is once again an unsafe place to be, it is imperative that they make every effort to get Mazi Nnamdi Kanu back with them to where they are located in the east. The country loved Biafra and our ancestors will not spare them if they return to the east without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu being freed unconditionally from the custody of the DSS, is said. The land of Biafra will not spare them. We have repeatedly told our people to comprehend. The Fulani people are preparing to take over Nigeria and forcibly Islamize the nation, but they have never listened to our warnings, said one of the leaders of the Fulani people. Now, Ugo Uberela Naungbadu, which literally translates to the eagles have perched to the point of murdering in Nigeria, and our people would not be able to avoid it without the support of IPOB and ESN volunteers. All Eastern politicians, businessmen and women, traditional rulers, senators and Federal House of Representatives, religious men and women including governors must ensure the urgent release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu as ordered by the United Nations. Otherwise, the land will not be able to contain both of us and them, said Kanu. All Eastern religious men and women must also ensure the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We have the records of those and the fools that conspired with the Zoo government to abduct and extraordinarily render Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria last year in the month of June. The author writes, we have the records of those useful idiots, and the generation that follow in their footsteps will have no place in the land unless Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released from detention without conditions and compensated for the flagrant violation of his fundamental human rights as directed by the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you.